So now it's time to move into the prepared speeches part of our meeting. Our first prepared speaker's most memorable date was a beautiful night in early 1948, and he had a date with a lovely woman named Patty. And they went to the Officers Club in Waikiki to dance to a great Dixieland band. And they joined another couple, and he asked Marilyn to dance. And they were married in 1950. Please welcome Joe Tacker to give you his Icebreaker speech the second time around. And his speech is entitled, "It's Never Too Late to Have a Happy Childhood." Please welcome Joe Tacker.
Some of y'all might debate that title. It's getting late. But I want to tell you, I want to say good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Toastmasters Club. And I have had a happy childhood all my life. And I plan to have an even happier childhood going along. I'm losing my hearing, and I'm losing my eyesight. And I brought the wrong glasses up today, so I can tell that's Arnie Buss 2 ways by his big smile, and I can see that one. I have a hard time hearing, so that's the reason I sit up here. I've got thousands of dollars invested in hearing aids. They don't work, believe me. Don't ever fall for them. At least I've got my eyes, and I've got my ears, and I have all my teeth, and that's a lot more than my brothers have. I've gotten rid of my arthritis because I read Dr. Gott in the paper every morning, and I found out how to get rid of arthritis. So I'm doing really well. And I just want you to know that there's not a lot I can do about this accent that I have. I grew up in Mississippi and Tennessee, and a lot of y'all have not been down there to learn how Southerners talk. But if you'll bear with me occasionally, just ask me, what did you say? And I will try to say it in Yankee-style English. I've been a member of Toastmasters for years, and I got to be an ATM bronze. But I was saying that I don't think that I went through the original manual, 10 speeches, very well. I got through it, and I got my CTM, and I would like to go through it again and do the whole thing over. Will that count for our? Okay, I'm going to do the whole thing over. And I want you to be hard on me, because I really do want to learn to speak well. As I say, I grew up in Mississippi and Tennessee. And in 1942, the war had just started, and that was my last year in high school, next to last year when it started. Well, no, it was the last one. Anyway, I got out of high school and went up to Baltimore to build airplanes for the Glenn L. Martin Company, and put up with that for a while, but I decided I don't want to do this. I want to join the Navy. I want to fly, and I want to learn to navigate and to handle ships. I'd been in the Sea Scouts, and we had a star class on the lake, and my buddies and I thought we were the best sailors in the world. But I wanted to join the Navy and really learn how to do that. Well, I learned how to handle ships. I was a quartermaster on the Buchanan, and I lived through that, luckily, and learned to fly in the Navy. And I learned to fly. I wouldn't quit just getting my wings. I qualified on the carrier, and then I said, gee, I'd like to fly helicopters, so I got qualified in helicopters. The Navy didn't have any gliders, so I went to civilian school and learned how to fly gliders. So I've done all the acrobatics and everything that I wanted to do with flying. So you can see where this happy childhood has been really good. I realized when I went to work for Hawaiian Airlines that my flying days were going to be over and when I turned 60, and I wasn't going to be anywhere near retirement age. Quesada put the 60-year rule in against the law, but they enforce it. So I developed a thing called dogs, and we bred dogs and we exhibited dogs, and I was a dog handler for other people and so forth. But I looked around, the judges had the best deals, so I applied to be a judge, and now I'm an all-breed judge in dogs, and I travel all over the world to judge dogs. When I joined the Navy, they had these posters out in front of the recruit, join the Navy and see the world. I saw from Guadalcanal to Tokyo, and somebody was shooting at me the whole time. and then I became an airline pilot, and you get all these free passes, you know. So I got passes, and I saw, we took the kids to Europe, and we went places we were familiar with. But when I got well known in dogs, I have seen the whole world because of dogs. If I put a pin in every country, every place that I've judged dogs, it would look like a pin cushion. Also, I was a musician in high school. I was the drum major of the band. I was the student conductor of the band. And I learned to play tuba in the 8th grade. That was 70 years ago, and I've been playing tuba ever since. And I still play tuba. I teach music over at a little private school in Prunedale. I now teach all the wind instruments. I have done so many things that make my life like a happy childhood. Being in Toastmasters is one of the best things that I have ever done. I'll never look back, especially because one member of this group told me he was going to teach me how to operate PowerPoint. And that somebody else is going to force me to learn something about blogs. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to be back in this Toastmasters Club, and I look forward to many more days of a happy childhood.